Hey, fifth graders, I wanted to just take a minute and explain a little bit more about how to do this experiment to see how quickly mold grows on different foods at your house. Hopefully you've watched the Mystery Science video and you've seen how they explained how to do the experiment. There might be some slight changes that I'm going to be telling you. The main thing is, do what works for you. You can see that in front of me, I've gathered some different foods that I found at my house. I have here an apple and some toast and bread. I'm sorry, a cracker and a blueberry. And I want to see, what happens if I leave this food out. Now, they mentioned on this video that you could put it on a paper plate. And luckily at my house I had one, but you might not. So it's certainly fine to put it on a regular plate, or maybe you have a baggie, then you decide you want to put the food in the baggie. That's just fine. Now the reason that I've cut the foods in half is because I want to make one plate that is kind of my control. This is what I'm going to be comparing it to. And I'm going to take my other plate, and this is where I'm going to be making a change. So I'm going to take half of the cracker and half of the blueberry and half of my apple. So they said in the video that you're going to be getting this food damp, just kind of dipping it in some water and then placing it next to each other and covering it up with a Ziploc bag and sealing it up so that there's no bad smells or odors that get out into your house. So that's going to be like our control plate. Now, this plate of food has the same foods on it, and I'm going to be getting them wet again, but then I'm going to be making a change. I'm going to, instead of keeping this plate on the counter, like I'm going to keep this plate on the counter, I'm going to put this one in the refrigerator, and I'm going to see if I keep food in the refrigerator, is that going to make a difference with how quickly the food starts to mold? Is it going to mold just the same as this plate that I'm going to leave on the counter, or is it going to mold more quickly or slower? So I'm going to be comparing these two plates throughout my experiment. And again, if you don't have any of some of these materials, that's fine. Just use what you have around the house, and you want to observe every day and just kind of keep track. What are you noticing? Now, if we were doing this in the science room, I would have you draw pictures of what the foods look like. Are they changing at all? Are they changing color? Are they changing size? Kind of be noticing that. Because we're not in the classroom, I'm going to be putting a worksheet onto the Chromebook, and you can write down some of your observations there. I would say do this experiment for about a week. You can certainly do it longer than that, but it takes a few days for food to begin to mold, and so you want to give yourself plenty of time so you can actually see these changes and then document them on the Google Classroom. So hopefully this helped, and if you have any questions, just make sure that you email me throughout the week. Good luck. I hope you learn a lot. Bye.